All right, another day at Motojitsu Practice. Hell yeah, looks like we're going to be working on cornering today again. Necessary skill. So we're doing our three left, three right warm-up laps through this turn. Use the body position, apexing, you know, all that good stuff. Just getting loosey-goosey. Then we're just he's going to throw it on the good stuff in a second. So this is all the warm-up stuff. So this is like, yeah, this is going to be lap number 3 for me going to the right. So the whole thing I'm thinking about right now is outside, decelerate, trail braking through, looking through the turn, body position, and then straighten the bike up and then accelerating out. Cool. All right, let's see what's next.
Obviously beforehand, so we're going to bring the bike upright to let the suspension do its job. Both tires up and over the suspension. Once you're over top of it, both tires across it. Turn your head and keep on looking through and make it through the corner. Now this is just little flimsy sticks, but if I get that broom randomly and I put it down in the middle, there's nothing different. You obviously do not want to have any power going to the wheel, going over top of anything. It doesn't mean chop the throttle either. So you're going through to steady throttle, bring it back up, steady throttle. If you want to, you can maybe give it a tiny bit of gas, maybe a minute. Right before your front tire comes in contact. Why would you want to do that? Bring the suspension up. If you give it a tiny bit of gas, maybe. For this, you probably wouldn't, but you have to make a judgment. So 2x4, I probably would. But maybe just a tiny bit, maybe just a little, just to get the suspension to extend, to have more room to go over top of it. You can even stand up to go over top of it. These are different ways to go over top of an obstacle. But either way, just go through, steady throttle, boom, boom. Because if you're going over a 2x4 and you have power to the wheel too early, you're just going to spin out. So keep your steady throttle. Once you go over top of it, you adjust your aiming where you're looking through, get back on the throttle, and then make it through the corner. But there should be absolute distinction. You're going through the corner, oh crap, something there. Bring the bike up, go over top of it, go right back down into it.
What if you're trail braking, take off the
Do whatever you want to do. Any technique you want, it's your job to figure it out. Just don't crash. That's the idea.
That's fair.
However you want to do it. But there's a car behind you and a car in front of you. You can't just stop. You can't go around it. You have to go over top of it, and that's the idea.
Now, I already had the awesome opportunity to roll over a stick one time in real life, and my whole back tire kicked out from underneath me, and talk about a pucker factor. This was nothing. There you go. This is a flat little piece of, I don't know what that is, like leaf or something like that, so there is a little bit of margin for error. But I'm trying to treat it like as if it's a real life thing, you know what I'm saying? Because, so outside, there we are, look through, straighten the bike out, continue on, stay within the lines, because the line is the guardrail. So if I see a hazard, I don't want to hit the hazard, and I don't want to hit the guardrail or jump off into the cliff. So here we go again. Slow down, straighten it up, go back through the turn, looking through, do what I need to do. You know what's funny though? So when I'm going through the turn, I'm actually not looking at the hazard. I see it in my peripheral down here at the bottom of my vision, and I'm actually looking through the turn. So I'm turning my head and I see the turns. Like right now I can see the hazard right now, so I'm going to go ahead, go down through. See, I'm looking, I see it, yep, rolled right over it and moving on through. So see what kind of critique we got going on here. See what the master has to say, the sensei.
Outside, so you're going through, you see the obstacle, you go over top of the obstacle, which everybody's doing, then you need to get back, leaned into it, and then make it through the corner without going wide at the exit. So there's only one of you doing what I really wanted you to do. So actually, let me see. So you're going through the corner. Here's the bike. You're leaned over, right? You're going through. You're going to the inside. You're neutral. Whatever you're doing. I wanted best for you guys to figure out to do this on your own without me telling you. So you're going through the corner. Oh crap! Bike upright. Go over top of it and go. Did I move my body?
No.
Nope. I just want the bike upright. I could care less. And it was very, very obvious. A lot of you guys were looking down at the obstacle, but I don't care what it is. That's what your peripheral vision is for. You're looking through the corner. I just see something in the middle of the road. I don't care if it's a 2x4, I don't care if it's a squirrel, I don't care if it's a rock. I just know I can't get around it right now. I need to get the bike up, and get right back into it. Because you can't lose focus on the exit because some of you guys are going wide. So just allow the bike to go, like if you're just going into neutral, oh my God. That's the reaction. I've had to do this so many times. I hit squirrels, I hit branches in the middle of a blind corner. I've had to do this many times where I'm going through, holy shit, boom, boom, and then right back into it. But you can't take your eyes away. You just know something is there. It's just your peripheral. Or you're looking too far down, and by the time you realize, okay, I'm still looking down for some reason, but my tires are over top of it, oh man, I still have to go through the corner, you're already wide. So you're the only one doing that, where your vibe system is good, then you just went bam and right back into it. If you go over top of it, you guys are upright, then some of you are pushing the bike down supermoto style just to make it through the corner. If you're staying neutral, go neutral, back into it, and go back neutral again, but you don't want to be adding lean. And then you're adding gas at the exit as well. Those two things don't mix ever. Okay. So I'll just have you guys go once to the left and once to the right, but now you're actually go over the broom. So figure it out.
Yeah. Let's sprinkle some of that crazy on there. Hold on, go tap the. Yeah.
Don't look down.
Nice. Don't look down. Jesus, take the wheel. Or Jesus, take the handlebars.
Go over this part, not that.
Which part? Okay, gotcha. You'd be like, dang it, only you would go over that. All right, here we go. We're adding a little bit of crazy on top of this. Now we have to go over the broom. It was crazy though. Now I'm starting to flash back to when I actually did roll over a stick. And I was just like, oh man. And I almost lost my, what do you call it? I felt my tire spin out. So there's no room of error now. We got this, literally a broomstick that we have to roll over. It's like what, an inch in circumference? So here we go. Here's my run left. Now here's my one right. Go around. There we go. Good. That wasn't bad. So I lift up the tire. Let it do what it needs to do. Oh man. We mangled the hell out of that thing. That broomstick didn't make it.
Handled it.
Nice. Looks like a paddle now. Oh. We killed the broom.
I leave that all for that turn, man.
Right?
So that was way better. You guys are getting the bike upright, letting the bike over top of it, but it's different when you actually have a sensation of like, wow, I actually hit something. And you can tell if you're too far leaned over, if you got on the gas before that rear tire goes over top of it, you could easily spin out. That's the point. Get the bike upright, boom, boom, and then go right back into it. But you should keep your focus. Like as you're going into the corner, you might see something because you're looking where you are. You don't look over there because nobody rides like that, right? You're just looking, half second in front of you, no matter the speed. So you're going to the corner. Okay, there's something there. I know I can't go over it or I can't go around it. So once I see it, I'm gonna readjust my exit, looking towards the exit. Once I use our peripheral vision to see where it is, bam, boom, boom, and I'm still looking. And then once I feel the second bump, then I get back into it and keep on going through the corner just like anything else. That's the idea of practice. So that's all fun and dandy. That's a little 2x4. But now there's a car stopped. You can't go over a car. So that exercise is you're gonna go through the corner, and this is only gonna be one at a time. So you guys are gonna line up like kind of by that telephone pole in a single file line. So I'm gonna call you one at a time. You're gonna go through, and only when I tell you to, I'm gonna go like this. Only when I do that, you're gonna straighten the bike up, right? Because you can't brake while you're in the corner. Or if you're trail braking, if you're only going 5%, as the bike comes upright, you increase pressure. But I go like this, that just means the car in front of you came to a dead stop. You want to hit the car, so you have to straighten the bike and then come to a fast stop as quickly as you can. Obviously, if you bring the bike straight up and down, you might go wide. This is assuming we have a shoulder. Like there is a shoulder to go through. So you're going through the corner just like normal, whatever speed you want. Right? I'll be over there at the exit so you can actually see me. Once I go like this, straighten the bike up and then get on the brakes. Obviously, you go like that and you hit the brakes, so you're probably going to crash. So that's not the technique. Get the bike back to full traction, and then you just do a normal fast stop like you would anytime else. And once you do that, then just keep on going and get right back on.
Cool.
How many?
We'll probably do 3 left, 3 right. Just
nice. All right. Okay. Going around the corner. The car stops. Yeah, I'll go trail brake.
Did you do before?
Yeah. But this exercise is we're going around the corner now, and as we're going through the corner, there's a car in front of me that all of a sudden just stops, and I gotta stop in the corner. This reminds me of the time I drove out to Julian. Cool. Wow, as soon as he said that, my mind, okay, I'm sorry, I had to concentrate there. So where I went with, because I have a real life experience of that very same situation, when he talked about that, my mind literally, not flashed back, but went back to that one situation where I was riding up to a town called Julian here in San Diego, and it was a blind turn, and it went literally, it's almost like as soon as it made a left, you make a left, you make an immediate right. It's told like a mountainside and it's a blind turn. So as I ran around the corner, 7 stopped cars. And tell you the truth, when I stopped, I was worried about another car slamming into the back of me because it was that much of a an immediate surprise stop. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if you saw this or not. As soon as he put his arm up, I actually braked while leaned over. And did you see how my bike all of a sudden shimmied and all this other stuff? Yeah, I actually had to put my left foot down to keep from falling over. So there you go. Learn from my mistakes. Do not brake while turning in a lean. Stand the bike up first and then apply the brake. I knew better than that. Why I did it? Reaction. It's all reactionary. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do what I just did. Learn from what I just did. There you go.
A little bit too much in initial braking. 0 to 30%.
10-23, yes.
Get the weight down first.
All right. So what I did with there was I grabbed the brakes. So I grabbed the brakes. I didn't do the smooth, continuous braking. I stabbed or grabbed the brakes. I don't know if you heard them or not, but I went from 0. Basically, I should have done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I went from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, right? What I did was I went 0, 30, and I stabbed it in the initial braking, and then caused a little bit of a skid. Hopefully my bike, you're able to see, if you play this back, how my bike responded to that. So as I said, learn from what I do. Don't do what I did. Learn from what I did. Excuse me. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh, that's embarrassing. Here we go. This got to be my redeeming lap. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I got the okay symbol. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Oh, there we go. I just got to stop thinking about what happened last time and retrain my brain to be in the present, not in the past. Oh man, I'm going to get all philosophical and stuff. See if I could do it again. Remember, you don't want it to be luck. You want to replicate that. When you replicate, that means you got the skill down. Cool. So that's what I did. As soon as I saw his hand come up, I looked straight ahead, straightened the bike up, or stood the bike up. Then I did a nice, slow, continuous squeeze. Right on. Now let's see what we got to say as far as from the sensei. Cool. Nice.
So you're going around to the corner, you're riding up the Julian, you're going around. Lucky you, there's nothing you have to go around. That's best case scenario, but that doesn't always happen. Second level of oh crap, now there's just gravel, a tree branch, a 2x4, a broom, and you have to go over top of it. Okay, what do? Don't worry about your body. Get that bike upright, so let the bike do its thing, keep looking through the corner, and then get back into the corner. Level 3, a car stops. You're going through the corner, holy crap, a stop car, bring the bike upright, and then squeeze that brake and do an emergency stop. Get back to full traction as fast as you can, and then stop as fast as you can. This might cause you to go wide, so every corner you go into, that's a blind corner. If you're going right, do you ever have the option to straighten the bike up, go wide, and then stop? Of course not, because you're going to have oncoming traffic. So every right-handed blind corner, you know what you're going to have to do is stay in your lane, because you're not going to go head on to a car, right? You know you're going to have to stay in your lane, and then as the bike comes up right, and squeeze the brake really hard in case you go on that corner, there's a car dead stopped. If it's a left-handed corner, well, obviously you can see through it, unless it's left-handed blind. So you have to, every corner you have to be thinking, what's your strategy? If something happens around this corner, what are my options? Is there a big shoulder where I can straighten the bike up and just go straight and then maybe stop in the dirt? Or is this left-handed corner come up, there's a cliff? Like you're going back on the 94, right? You're going left and there's a cliff or a guardrail. There is no straighten and brake because you're gonna brake right the hell. So now you have to go into every corner thinking, okay, if something happens right now, that is not an option. I know I have to stay in on this piece of cement, only 10 foot wide. I know I have to stop as fast as I can. So you have to constantly be thinking about not, I'll think about that when I get there. As you're approaching the corner, there's a lot of things we need to be considering. Is it blind or open? What's the gravel like? Is it camber good or camber bad? Is it off camber and you're going right? Or is it positive camber like NASCAR and you're going right? This is a really fun corner. This isn't so fun. You have to go way slower. Is there gravel? All these things to consider. If I have to do an emergency procedure, what are my options? As you're approaching the corner and doing your downshifting, slowing down, all that stuff should be what you'd be thinking about. If not, what the hell are you thinking about? What if you go on that blind corner, there's a damn semi, dead, stopped, and you're at 50? That's the wrong time to figure out, oh, I should have practiced this stuff. So when I made a whole video about this. It's called Emergency Middle of a Corner, where I literally take off bark. And I go through, I'm actually knee dragging, practicing this in the parking lot. I'm going through knee dragging. Oh my God, boom, boom, you'll see the buy position. I don't even bring my knee in, there's no point. I go over top of all the train branches, I go right back into knee dragging again. But I was doing it way faster at a way bigger corner, so you gotta practice this stuff. I used to do crazy stuff. So I did the broom, which you guys may think is crazy, but it's not really that crazy. I used to get 3 2x4s. I put it in the middle, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I go over top of 3 2x4s within the same corner to figure out boom, boom, and then go through the corner and just figure out. I know that's probably never gonna happen, but at least I know what to do. I'm prepared. Or if you have to jump a small curb, how do you do that? Well, figure it out. See what you give a little bit of gas, stand up, let your legs act as suspension, just like the real suspension would do. But you got to prepare yourself. Again, you make all this hard and difficult, so the street is easy. The street shouldn't freak you out. If there's just gravel or a tar snake or a little bump in the road, just think about like you go up Sunrise Highway. The road is crap. There might be a piece of cement missing, like this, all jagged circle. But it's this thick of cement missing, right? So you're going through the corner. Oh my God, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna brake or do anything. Just bring the bike up. Just treat it like a 2x4. But now instead of a positive going over top of your tire will sink into it. But you're still going over a big bump. You see what I'm saying? You go on the corner, boom, 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 go back into it. You might have seen me do that when we were going out riding before. Just ride through the corner and bring the bike up a little bit, get back, and then go right back into it. Nothing changes except for instead of accelerating through the corner, if that's what you're doing at that time, you just keep it steady. But it's always bike first. I want the bike upright, let this do its thing, and get right back into it. But you don't even lose focus on where you're looking and what you're doing. So constantly practice. You can get all kinds of crap. Obviously the little sticks and everything, that's good feedback. If you actually get a branch without ripping down trees, you get a little bit more feedback if you don't have anything to practice it. But that's why I wanted you guys to actually go over the broom. That might have been whose first time ever actually going over something like that? Mm-hmm. First time ever? Yeah. First time ever going over, so don't let it be your last. Find crap and run it over. See what happens. And then do the same corner. Just go 10 miles. If I told everybody to go into this corner 10 miles per hour faster, we're gonna do the exact same technique. Automatically people are like, oh my God. Well, how fast is the corner on the 94?
I know.
Well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, think about this stuff. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
There we go. So I know it's an hour. It's like 6 o'clock. I'm still gonna stay here for another hour, and we could pretty much do whatever you guys want to do. But that's what I wanted to go through. And again, just like anything else, I'm just giving you guys ideas to go practice on your own. This one time a week should not be the only time you practice. It ain't gonna get any better. It'll take you years to get really good. You do this three times a week, or even 15 minutes, 3 times a week, then you'll get better very quickly.
Nice.
Just another thing to add. So all the braking stuff we did before, it's all in a straight line. Now it's like, okay, now you're leaning and braking. It's a whole nother level of deepness evolved in emergency braking stuff. Now it's trail braking and braking at the same time. Like understanding that what you have to do. And how much do you know you could brake and lean, and how far? Well, you got to practice. See, get to the feel that limit. Like, man, that front tire, I got it on too hard, or the rear brake's too hard. I'm sliding, or you got to play with it. That's what I mean by play and practice. Just test it out. But you're in a big empty parking lot, everybody's in gear, so even if you low side or go down, what's going to happen? You have crash bars, whatever.
Yep.
Pick the bike up and you're fine. It's better to figure that out here than on the 94 instead of like.
True that.
Questions about anything?
I was the only one who actually figured out. I'd like to practice that. Get that.
Yeah, go through the corner. I'll put branches and stuff in the middle. I'll take away my I'll put the tennis balls straight down the middle, like it's a big 2x4. I want you guys to go through. I want go faster because it's only tennis balls now. So go fast, go through, and stay in your. I want to see you guys stay in the bike position, right? Just go.
Yeah.
But your
You
head
just
should
push
not.
the other hand, right?
Your peripheral, right? If you want to go left, you push left. If you want to go right, you push right. So you're pushing on the higher outside grip to stand the bike up very quickly. Go through the corner, then right back into it. You know, remember, if you guys see with my eyes, I'm going through the corner. Something just rolled in front of me. I don't care if it's a squirrel. I'm not going to look down. That's a bad idea, right? Something's there. I can't avoid it. It's literally right there. There's been so many times a squirrel ran right underneath, between my front and my rear tire. It ran right underneath. I had no time. I just saw something, and that's exactly what I did. I was like, whoop, boom, boom, right back into it. Freaking out, wiggled around, but you have no time. But if I would have stayed leaned over, this far leaned over, as my squirrel hit my rear tire, I would have been done.
Yeah.
But just bring the bike back upright just for a second, just to bring right back down. You got to be able to do that. So I'll put the cones all right here, and then they'll be moving around every time you hit it. Well, it's good. It's practice. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, all good?
Cool.
Questions on anything?
All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and continue practicing. If you got anything from this video and you found something useful or something like that, cool. Please like and share. And, please comment below also your own personal stories that you could like to share with me. And until next time, peace.